Today we're going to review a brand new product from LincStation. It's the E1. It's a network attached storage that accepts 2 hard drives and 2 NVMEs. I don't have it in my hand because it's actually hooked up right now. It's a great product. I'm going to keep this video very simplistic for everybody. There's people who are going to be looking at network attached storage and being very intimidated by it. We have really good channels like NAS Compares. That guy covers everything super in depth and really from a top level, like sysadmin level, which is great. But there's another whole segment of people who are on the other side of the spectrum who are like, you know what, I'm just an average home user, or I'm, like a creator in terms of like maybe, like me, do YouTube, that kind of stuff, or I do like graphic design, or I'm a wedding photographer, drone photographer, whatever. I need access to my data over a network. I need to have a place where it's nice and safe rather than just on my like mini PC or my Mac or something like that that has like super limited storage. This is a very easy product to use. Get you a lot of storage, get you a lot of fast storage, keep your data easily accessible, keep your data safe. This one here is a hybrid NAS product, and I'm going to show, I'm not going to get into the weeds of the super technical, let's break it down and, sysadmin stuff. That's not how I run my channel. I do user level reviews, and something that, you may want to pick this up if you're not even into like the heaviest levels of NAS technology. You just need something to have backups for your data, access high levels of media warehouse type stuff if you watch videos, movies, whatever, stream them, all that kind of stuff. But you also need fast storage, video editors, creators, and just every person. And as you can see here, it's a hybrid now. So you have bays here for 2 hard drives, 1 and 2. Slap those in a moment. Very good. And on the bottom we have 2 bays for NVMEs. On the back here we have our power in. We have Ethernet, obviously, to plug it into the network. HDMI if you need to hook it up to HDMI. You don't need to, but you can. 2 USB-A, obviously for peripherals, a reset button. And on the front there we do have 1 faster storage. So if you want, you can hook up obviously peripherals as well, but you can also hook up more storage. So we can see inside there we have our 2 SATA power connectors and a fan in there. So that's going to blow air over the hard drives. I guess the NVMEs as well, but it'll just blow air through. Airflow just generally just going to pull air through the system. So, it's not super closed off or anything like that, which is good. It'll just pull air through. Kensington lock slot. So it should run reasonably cool. That kind of stuff, like an external hard drive, that kind of stuff. Pulling this out. There we go. And that's the look inside the little board there. So we have our little logic board. You can see their RAM is actually on the system. So we have a decent sized fan there, or a big sized fan actually. All of our ports there. Right, nothing crazy, nothing complicated. Just a nice clean little system. Nice little click-in base for these hard drives, right? Just basically press this, just like that. Eloquent little solution. Click that in. Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. That's nice. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little slide-in click. You love to see it. Watch, here we go again. So there we go. I don't even remember how big those were. I think they were 18 terabytes, 16 terabytes. I don't remember off the top of my head. There's a lot of NAS brands out there. Even these guys have their own stuff. But I mean, this is a nice, easy buy-in solution for a lot of people, right? We'll get into the review, but you jump in. I mean, you get 2 hard drives. A lot of people have hard drives laying around, but of course you can pick them up, throw them in here, throw in some NVMEs, especially if you have some smaller spare ones. You upgrade your system, you have 512 lying around or something like that, or 256, that kind of stuff. Or you can buy in. I mean, yes, prices are up, but it's not like you can't buy storage, not $1,000 per terabyte or something, right? The prices are up, but storage is storage. You still need it, right? It's not going down, so don't think it's going to go down. Of course, you do get your accessories packs here. Power, HDMI. I don't need the HDMI because I'm not going to hook it up to a monitor, but you can. Ethernet, I already have one, so that's fine. And power. Oh, and by the way, the other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to plug in an external hard drive to this here, just for extra storage. That's a nice way that you can have, not necessarily in the, the NAS, in the RAID array, for example. You can have external storage as well that's kind of like an auxiliary, and that's typically what I run there, something like that. And I have my storage set up separately on the side. One of them is going to be, the actual LincStation is going to be like the active hot storage or warm storage. And then the one on the right there is going to be like kind of a medium warm storage. What I mean by that is, cold storage is like you take it, you put it on the thing, and then you take the drive out and put it on a shelf. It's not hooked up to any electricity. That's a true cold storage. I do have drives like that where it's like the most important information is there, but this is what I call like a warm storage, right? It's not necessarily connected into here. If some weird thing goes wrong with my NAS array or something, or RAID, or I do something stupid, I accidentally delete something, I still have my critical backup here. That's more like, I just dump stuff on here. I'm like, it's fine. And the thing is, I can still take this apart. Now, of course you can set it up over this is PC, there's Android. sorry, Android, iOS, and Windows. I'm going to do PC, and I also have it on my phone, so we can do either, I guess, technically. So we can go like that there, for example. So I basically went in here, connected. It asked me to create a password and a name, username and password. So I just put in Tech Guy Bo and whatever my password is, and there we are. So that is now the LincStation Plus via, I can actually set it up here. So it's basically the same, right? So we have the phone and the phone app and the Windows app. It doesn't really matter which one we use because they look to be actually identical. So for now, we'll start with the phone just because I can bring it in. It's a little more intimate. And a lot of people, I think, just it's nice to be able to use the phone. So it looks good. This is a nice clean app. I haven't seen this before from them. Again, I have used the LincStation. Can't remember which one it was. It was the 4-bay NVMe. I don't remember what the name is off the top of my head, so that's fine. Upload, downloads, there's nothing going on. Obviously, tasks, that's your tasks. When you do stuff, it'll do it. We have images. There's probably nothing on this because it's just set up. Videos, nothing on it. Music, nothing on it. Documents, nothing on it. It's just set up. As you can see here, there's nothing set up. I don't have my drive set up or anything like that, but I do have the external setup. What do we got in here? So we have file sharing type stuff. We have local sharing, Samba service, get that later. Switch to desktop mode. So then you can go to this desktop mode. So the app mode is more for, once you're set up, you can use the app mode and get things rolling. Desktop mode looks way more complex here. Let's check it on the computer as well. So now we're in the desktop mode on the desktop, and the phone looks like it has it as well. That's good. So you have both. You can use the very simplistic streamlined app mode. You can use very simplistic streamlined app mode, or you can go into desktop mode on both. I like to see that. You can do it on both. So we have our desktop, which you can see here. We have our information. Tech Guy Bo, nothing really complicated there. This is probably the tasks. That is the tasks. And then we have our management here. So there's a lot more in here, obviously, than you're going to get in the mobile version. The mobile version is good for once you're set up, you're ready to rumble, and you're just going to do file movement, file sharing. Just keep it simplistic. Probably use that, especially for family members, that kind of stuff. If you're actually going to do the management of the actual product, that's where you do it here. A second to load up. There we go. CPU, not really doing anything. RAM, there's some used. You can see, you're looking at this and you're like, it only has 3.4 or 4 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, but it's not running Windows or something like that. This is a NAS specific operating system, so it doesn't need much. And you can see that we're only using 31%. So what are we using there? 1.5 or something like that. It's very good. We have our drives here. You guys need to come in way closer than that, I guess. Okay, we have our drives here. As you can see, the first Toshiba, 14.6 of usable data. It's a 16 terabyte, sorry. The Orico, the one is in the network, not doing anything. So we have our drives, that's very good. So we have the 2 hard drives and one of the NVMEs. So we have the 2 hard drives, the first NVMe. We're gonna use that NVMe as a scratch space, so that's fine. Come like this here. This is just storage management. Select storage mode. So I'm not going to go into too much of RAID, but you can set them up how you want. So you can mirror them, you can stripe them, you can make them, various different options. Here, one of them is going to be for personal data, like my personal data. One of them is going to be for, I guess, workspace, like generally my work stuff. And this is going to be a scratch drive. So you don't have to necessarily set them up in a RAID. You can, right? You can come in here and you can go RAID 0, 1, 10, 5, 6. That's your choice. You can pick it up. You can do them in a RAID if you want. I don't want to do that. That's fine. So I'm just going to pick the one that I want here, and it's going to be just set up as a drive, like as a hard drive. Same as if you go into a computer or something like that. Boom. It's just a drive, and it named it apparently LincStation Storage. Single. That's cool. Make another one. So we have one left here, one hard drive left here. Very good. I'm not setting them up in a RAID. You can do that. Normally I would want I'd get like a 4 bay or something, like 4 hard drive bay, have 3 of them running with one being redundancy or something like that. That's your choice. I don't want to do that for how I'm going to use this. Oops, I don't want to do it in a RAID. And the NVMe is just going to be an NVMe. I didn't have to format them and stuff. Okay, so we're set up here. We have our drive. That's all good. And then we can come in here. You can check stuff out. So that was the storage management and setup over here. You can go to MySpace, and here we go. So we have the drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. That's the external. That's the expansion. Remember, I hooked up that external drive as well. So I'm going to be using these not in a RAID. And I can come in here and there's nothing in here, but that's fine. So we can come in here and we'll create a new folder. This was the first one. So that's adding a folder, sorry. So we'll go like that. We'll go create folder. And we'll call it test location, like that. That's good. You can see it's in there. Test location. We'll do one on the NVMe as well. Is that the NVMe? Yes, it is. We'll call this create folder, test location. Very good. So that's fine. Everything's working very easy here. It's very straightforward, obviously. That's the external. We'll mess with that in a minute, but we'll come in here. So we have that test location. You can add stuff. So we're going to go add, let's do the whole folder, I guess. We'll come in here onto my PC. Video editing. It doesn't really matter what I grab here. Let's just grab a video that I just did like that. So we're adding that folder. Oops, we'll add that folder there. Select folder. And then it's going to ask you, how do you want to keep, like duplicate if you have things, skip, replace. I just replace. Start upload task. So I'm actually uploading, like, that was a pretty weak folder, to be honest. I probably should have went for something more basic, but yeah. And there we go. Okay, so let's go back. And there's a picture. Very good. It's a Resident Evil picture. Very nice. Okay, that's cool. Let's come back here. We're going to go folder again. Let's go back and grab something a little bit more involved. Maybe that. Okay, check our tasks here. Now this one has a lot more in it. This one here has video files, as you can see there. This is an actual review, or not a review, it's a game testing video. So now we're running through here. I just came up and essentially watching here, so it's going pretty fast. By the way, I do not have a good network, just so you know. I'm in a temporary spot right now. This network is garbage, but it's working just fine, right? 50, 60, 60, 65 overall write speed to that hard drive. That's fine, honestly. I don't need all of these, to be honest. We can see that it's running them simultaneously, so we know. Let's get rid of that really big one. This one's 1 gigabyte. That's a good size. That's like a perfect size there. So we're going to upload that one there, and obviously it's going to go faster now. Give it a sec. And I'm updating and uploading this to that little NVMe because I want that to be a little scratch space. And then once that's done, I can mess around with it. So I'll show you that in a sec. Okay, and while that's doing its thing, it's basically done now, but we can of course come in here, and that's that there. We'll come into my space on my phone. I haven't been touching my phone this whole time, and you can see here, obviously it's going to appear in here as well, right? So, right, all that stuff is here, just like it's there. I'm uploading it on my PC here. You could upload from your phone, you can get it from your phone, and access these files as you're going, right? Where was that other picture? Whatever. There's MP4. That's my review.
Brand new launch day title, Resident Evil Requiem. Just literally came out a few hours ago.
It's going to scrub reasonably fast if I can kick the thing.
Experience, which is honestly really good.
So you could put like movies, you could put stuff like that on here, right? You don't necessarily have to access and download the files. You can just stream it right off there, even on a phone, right? It's running in this like little browser. And again, I'm in like desktop mode here. Let's go back to, how do you get out of desktop mode? Desktop mode. Here we go. Now I'm back to like app mode. I'd probably leave the app on app mode. It just, I don't know, just easier. Basically, come back in here. Right now it's just like it's not running like a little desktop. It's running like a little browser thingy.
Okay, brand new launch native.
Right, good scrubbing speed, all that's fantastic. So I can put my videos on here. I'm not going to like video edit off my phone, but I can put my you can put movies and that kind of stuff if you want it as a media server for your family, for yourself. Put shows and movies, put them on here, and then you can just stream them right off of your NAS. That's one of the biggest reasons and one of the biggest purposes for a NAS type product is media server, right? And this is a good size. You get two drives in there, one NVMe, so you can use one for like dumping and scratch workspace, which is what this is, and that kind of stuff. Anyway, so that's on the NVMe. So we're going to come back here. I could manage this from my phone, but I'm just going to do it because it's probably easier to record here. So we'll come back here. We're going to go like that, and we're going to actually copy that, or we can move it. Let's copy it, and we're going to put it on the first hard drive because that was where I put that. Come in here into my test, and we're going to go like that, and I'll just go replace. So now I'm moving data from the NVMe into the hard drive. The internal hard drive will come over here. It was fast. It was so fast that by the time I found where it went, it was done. Okay, well, that was That was kind of too fast, unfortunately. I feel like that will go copy to, we'll do it again. I think it might be too fast. It'll be so fast it may not even show up in there. Okay, we'll replace it. Oh, there it goes, okay. It's really fast, right? 250 megabytes a second, that's the write speed of these hard drives, it's done, boom. So we're coming off of an NVMe onto a hard drive. We're gonna be limited by hard drive speed, but hard drives, I mean, yeah, they're not as fast as an NVMe, like for operating systems, but for running files, they're more than fast. Let's go, so you can just go here and it will just tell you where your videos are, your files are. I'm gonna actually go into it so I know exactly which one I'm going into. The hard drive, the hard drive, the hard drive, and I guess it was in here. And that's the video. So the pictures are obviously just like micro, it's nothing, it's kilobytes. So here's that gigabyte video, and this is off the hard drive now instead of NVMe. It's gonna be fast, it's not gonna make any difference. 250 megabytes a second is very fast.
Okay,
right? And you'll be able to scrub just as fast on a hard drive. If I can actually get it. No difference. Right, wonderful. Go like that, you can watch a movie, right? And so now I'm not actually streaming, I'm not on Wi-Fi, I'm just basically pulling off my network. I'm not going over, the internet, the interwebs. I'm going over my network. If you have movies and that kind of stuff, like you could put a whole movie on here. Yeah, I can stream them off my network instead of having to go onto my Netflix account or whatever, or my Cartoon Network account or whatever it is, Crunchyroll, and do it there, right? So that's fantastic. I mean, it's running fine, it's running clean. Everything's working perfectly. It's a nice clean little package where you can put in 2 hard drives and 2 NVMEs. I'm probably just gonna leave it like this with the 2 hard drives and the 1 NVMe. It's kind of perfect for me because the NVMe is just like a scratch drive, essentially. So what I mean by that is I just go in, I put stuff into the NVMe, I manipulate it. Basically, I just dump folders into it. I'm just gonna dump all kinds of folders into the NVMe here. That's, I don't necessarily want to pre-organize everything on here. So I just throw everything into the NVMe, all my files and folders. And then what I do is I'll come through one by one and I'll organize them and put them over into my hard drives. You can leave that one plugged in. You can go up to it with something else. Like I have this little USB thing here. This is a fast little USB. It's like runs at 1,000 megabytes a second. Plug that into this here because it's external storage. Plug it in there to actually dump files directly off the NAS into my thing here. Click that in and take that with me. I can throw movies on here. I can throw important files, take it with me. That being said, the LincStation is fairly small. You could actually legitimately just take it out and put it in a bag. We have our external one here. This is a hard drive. Okay, this is the external hard drive, that Seagate one. And we can scrub through, right? It's not going to be probably technically as fast as the internals because it's an external, but it's totally fine, right? So we're taking it off of this external hard drive that I had plugged in, just kind of my warm storage. We can put it on either. I'll just put it in the NVMe for now. Test location, we'll just drop it in here. It was so fast it took, it's a 500 megabyte file coming off a hard drive to a hard drive that runs at 250 megabytes a second, so it takes 2 seconds for it to boom, 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 and it's over there. Conclusions, we're going to cut over to it in a second. It's a great product, very easy to use, very easy to set up. I want a product that's easy to set up, just to follow a few steps and it's set up. I want a product that once it's set up, it's working exactly as advertised, and it does that. It does all of these things for the basic. Okay, and I guess that's it, right? We're gonna actually leave this hooked up right now. I'm just gonna put it back on the shelf in a moment, and it's gonna live over here. I was gonna unhook it, and I was going to, do the outro, but I was like, you know what? I just wanna start using it. So that's the LincStation. This is the E1. It's a very good product. I like this a lot. It's very straightforward. It takes 2 NVMEs. It takes 2 hard drives. I'm going to leave it with 1 NVMe and 2 hard drives for now because the NVMe is just a scratch workspace. That'll be totally fine. And I have my external plugged in, as you can see right there. It's a lovely little product. I like it quite a bit. It's streamlined. Everything is very easy to set up. Once it's set up, you just use it. That's all it is. You're going to get nice fast storage for a scratch workspace. You're going to get nice fast hard drive access if needed. And it will be set up and it'll be great. I really like this. Whoever decided, you know what, let's make NVMe and hard drive, network attached storage and make them hybridized. They were very smart and I like it. So that's the product here. It's fantastic, LincStation E1. If you're a noob and you're worried about this stuff, don't be. It's very easy to get, it's very easy to use, and it's very straightforward to actually get things rolling.